All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on the victory over St. Thomas, getting you back into the NCAA playoffs for the ninth time since 2000, first time since 2013. What does that accomplishment mean to you and the program?
Well, it's obviously a huge deal. You got 32 teams making it out of 275 in the country, and the joy of that. It's a huge accomplishment as far as the football deal. But when you think about this, this is my 30th year, and saying goodbye to seniors is agonizing, but it's way better when you're in a huge game. Last game might not be the last game, and so that was just a great deal. And this year has just been just one exciting deal after another, and our guys have stayed steady and all the things. And so, it wasn't a big surprise that we played well. It wasn't a big surprise that we won the game. But we're playing against a great team, a nationally ranked team, and things came together, and we played well. And the excitement, it's hard to explain how exciting it is, because we were laughing this week as we go, and maybe not really laughing, but we don't really. That's a huge win, St. Thomas and a rivalry game, and we win the game, and you enjoy it for about 17 seconds, and you're wondering what's the next deal. And except to grade the film and do those things, I haven't watched the game yet. So it's really a cool thing, and our guys want to be together as long as we can like this, and that's probably the biggest piece.
Yeah. So let's talk about that St. Thomas game. I think kind of a true statement game as far as what Bethel football is all about, in regards to stopping the run while playing great defense, and then being able to run the ball but also be in balance. What are your thoughts on that?
We wanna that is our MO. We're gonna run the ball. Love to have a quarterback that can run too, and we're gonna stop the run on D. And our defense is kind of the story, and it's kind of listen to some people. Defense travels. Well, our defense is playing great. They're in sync. We have a base. We talk about trust your base. Well, your base has to be good. It has to be secure. And what happens is you can tweak a few things, and it looks bigger than it is. But we ended up a lot in that game of playing our base defense. And that was really gratifying, because this is what we do. This is where we are. This is who we are. Bam. And we're beating one of the better teams in the country with just our base stuff, being obedient to fundamentals. Playing with enthusiasm, being physical and fast, and the kids are playing fast because they know what they're doing, and our joy is full, so to speak. So it's really an exciting deal.
Yeah. So the old adage of big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games, definitely saw that on Saturday with some of your biggest playmakers making three of the biggest plays and the scoring plays in that game. Can you take us through those three scoring plays?
The first one, Sam Gibbous, first of all, was a great drive. We made some plays, and our offensive line is playing in sync right now. They're physical, they're big, obviously, but they're fast, and they really communicate well. So they're playing great, and they know we got to. St. Thomas gets after it, so we know that we have to get the ball out on time, and so the O-line did a great job. But we made about 3 or 4 plays on key third downs, and it was receivers and O-line, is everybody in the mix, and Rosti. And then we got to about their 40, I think, and then we hit a zone play that Gibbous took it to the house, and he's hanging on for dear life, and bam, and he can really run. He is such a tough kid, and he just practices like a maniac all the time, and we get used to it. But then when you see stuff like that happen in a game where it's amazing. He almost got killed when he slipped in the end zone, but it was a great play. And so that was the first one. And the second one, Rosti, we got backed up because they quick kick, and we just want the ball, and we need to be careful that they don't fake that and run a play. We just want the ball. We're backed up to I'd say the 12 or maybe even
I think it was 7.
15. First of all, the first thing that happened to set up he had a 93-yard run. The play before that was a key play in the game, and you don't really realize that when you're just kind of watching. But Jaron dropped back, and we had a play. It was going to Dury, and they had kind of accidentally, one guy on purpose, the other one accidentally, they had double covered him. Jaron didn't have anywhere to go, and even throwing it away would have been iffy. And he hung on for dear life to even have a chance at that next play. And then the next one comes along, and it's we just run one of our base plays, but it looks like a draw. He looks like he's going to pass boom, and then he takes off on a counter play. And Rosty's he's a big dude. He's about 6'2.5" and 230, but he can really run. And he pretends that he's not that fast, but he's one of our fastest players. And so you got this big guy outrunning, corners and scoring, and then he was hoping for some oxygen afterwards. But that was a huge play. And then later on, they did a quick kick, or kind of I think you do a formation where they kick it out of there, and you really can't put guys back and put your punt return on. And they had been gaining yardage on us on that, but they'd done it. We made them do it enough so that we could get after it, and we put a rush on it. They got a little close to the line of scrimmage. Kyle Kilgore, great player, just gets in, bam, he blocks it. It bounces around a little bit. Trent Substead scoop score, and that was it. And so those guys, they've been making plays all year, just like, kind of what you said, Tim, is these players making plays, and those are big shot guys. Dawson Brown just had some great hits. Trey Anderson was crazy good. He looks like he's just a walk in the park and flipping the ball away from people, and he's like just so proud of the guys for the way they work and the way they play. Cam Munson pressuring them, and just a toughness piece of these guys, and a joy in their faces. It's one of the most fun things I can ever think of.
Yeah, sure. So in addition to those big plays that we're talking about, I thought two really key plays that they didn't put points on the board, but really key to winning the game. One was a third down scramble by Rosty, where the clock was stopped there late in the fourth quarter, but the whole idea is to kind of run down some clock. And then the onside kick recovery by Matthias Dury.
Yeah, those were huge plays, and Rosty got away. He's running the ball, and then he gets the first down. He's smart enough to stay in bounds and then take a knee. So not only do we get the first down, but we've got a running clock, and so they had to use timeouts, which later on let us just take a knee and not so anything can happen. So they score, and we come up with the onside kick, and a couple things happen on that play where Matthias did an amazing job. But right before this, we kind of talked to those guys. It was seriously, without a doubt, the best onside kick that we've seen in a few years, and we've had about 4 or 5 of them this year that we've recovered. But the kick was perfect, and we teach the guys. Mike Delich made a great play on it as he was looking for it. We talked to him, if you can't get it clean, let it go by you and trust the guys behind you. Well, Matthias is about 6'5" and can leap, and so he did that. And not only did Mike do that, he edged his way to get into the way of the guys. You're not allowed to block, but he kind of got interfered with them a little bit to get in the way, so Matthias could get his hands on it and then secure it and take it. And it was a huge game, and we were able to ice it from there.
Yeah. So now on to the playoffs here. An opponent that the current team might not be real familiar with, but Bethel followers and most of the coaching staff definitely very familiar with, having played them. I think it was 6 times over a 5-year period here between 2010 and 2015. When you saw that name Wartburg pop up on the screen, what went through your head?
Good and bad. Rick Willis is their coach, a great guy, and we're a lot different, but we're pretty good friends. And he makes fun of me because I'm weird, and I make fun of him because he's not. And but we have a good relationship, and they are really a physical, tough team. So it was mixed to where it's, hey, good Wartburg friends, and we've played them before, we're familiar. And the other thing is they're really good. So I'm kind of like, and so those were the things. But really, a chance to be together and a chance to play and a chance to put this team back on the field another week is just more than we could ask or think. And then as the week goes on, let's win this sucker. And so, but we're playing well and we're playing fast, and I think Saturday's going to be a blast.
Yeah, so, well, here we go again. Fans, come on out.
We need you.
A little bit warmer than last Saturday, but Coach, good luck.
It's going to be great. Thanks.
Yep.